Hey there, food lovers! Welcome back to our channel. I'm Chef Your Name. And today we are diving into the world of grilled cheese sandwiches. But not just any grilled cheese. We're exploring 5 unique and delicious variations that will take your taste buds on a wild ride. We're talking gourmet, we're talking explosions of flavor, we're talking about elevating this humble sandwich to Michelin star standards. So get your aprons on, sharpen your knives, and let's get started. First up, we have the timeless classic grilled cheese, simple yet satisfying. This sandwich has been a staple in kitchens for generations, loved by kids and adults alike. This is where it all begins, folks. The foundation of comfort food, the epitome of simplicity and flavor, the OG of cheesy goodness. It's the kind of sandwich that brings back memories of childhood, of cozy afternoons and quick, delicious meals. But don't think for a minute that simple means boring. The beauty of a grilled cheese lies in its versatility and the endless possibilities for creativity. We're going to treat this classic with the respect it deserves. It's about honoring tradition while also embracing innovation. We're talking about the perfect bread, toasted to a golden brown, the kind of toast that crunches when you bite into it, yet is soft and warm inside. We're talking about a cheese blend that's sharp, creamy, and melts like a dream. The kind of cheese that stretches with every bite, making each mouthful a delight. And we're talking about butter, glorious butter, slathered on generously because frankly, life's too short for dry sandwiches. Butter is what gives the bread that irresistible golden crust. Now pay close attention because I'm only going to show you this once. The steps are simple, but the details make all the difference. Get your bread and don't even think about using that cheap supermarket rubbish. Go for something with a good crust and a soft interior like sourdough or a hearty whole grain. We're looking for something with a bit of substance, something that can hold its own against the molten cheese. Now for the cheese, this is where you can really let your taste buds guide you. I'm partial to a sharp cheddar with a touch of Gruyere, but feel free to experiment. Try adding a bit of mozzarella for that extra stretch, or a hint of blue cheese for a tangy kick. I'm partial to a sharp cheddar with a touch of Gruyere, but feel free to experiment. And don't forget, the butter is just as important as the cheese. And don't be shy with the butter. Get a good knob of it melting in the pan, and make sure every inch of that bread is coated. The butter not only adds flavor, but also helps achieve that perfect golden crust. Get a good knob of it melting in the pan, and make sure every inch of that bread is coated. This is what will give your sandwich that beautiful, crispy exterior. Now here's the crucial part, low heat and patience. Cooking it slowly ensures that the cheese melts perfectly without burning the bread. We're not looking for speed here, we're looking for perfection. Let the sandwich cook slowly, allowing the cheese to melt evenly and the bread to toast to perfection. Let that cheese melt slowly, oozing out the sides, creating that beautiful golden crust. The sight of cheese bubbling and the smell of toasting bread is simply irresistible. And there you have it, the classic grilled cheese done right. A perfect blend of simplicity and flavor, a true comfort food that never goes out of style. Next, we have the Capri's grilled cheese, a fresh twist with tomatoes, basil, and mozzarella. We're taking the classic grilled cheese on a little trip to Italy. Imagine this, juicy ripe tomatoes, fresh basil leaves, and creamy mozzarella cheese, all sandwiched between 2 slices of crusty bread. It's like a caprese salad decided to get cozy and warm up in a panini press. Now the key here is to use the freshest ingredients you can find. Those tomatoes need to be bursting with flavor, the basil needs to be fragrant, and the mozzarella needs to be the real deal. None of that pre-shredded nonsense. Slice your mozzarella nice and thin so it melts evenly. And don't forget to season those tomatoes with a pinch of salt and pepper. Now when it comes to grilling this beauty, we're going to use a bit of olive oil instead of butter. It adds a lovely peppery flavor that complements the other ingredients perfectly. Again, low and slow is the key here. We want that mozzarella to melt into a gooey, cheesy dream, and we want those tomatoes to soften just slightly. Once it's golden brown and toasted to perfection, take a bite and prepare to be transported to a sun-drenched Italian piazza. Bellissimo! Chapter 3. BBQ Chicken Grilled Cheese, where smoke meets cheese. For our third recipe, it's the BBQ Chicken Grilled Cheese. Smoky, tangy, and utterly delicious. That's right, folks, we're taking things up a notch. We're combining the comforting flavors of BBQ chicken with the cheesy goodness of a grilled cheese. Trust me, this is a match made in culinary heaven. Now for the chicken, you can either use leftover grilled chicken or shred some rotisserie chicken. We're looking for that smoky, charred flavor, so don't be afraid to get a little bit of char on those chicken pieces. As for the BBQ sauce, use your favorite. I personally prefer a smoky, tangy sauce, but you can go for something sweeter if that's your thing. Now here's where things get interesting. We're going to spread a thin layer of BBQ sauce on one slice of bread, then top it with the shredded chicken and a generous handful of cheddar cheese. We're talking a mountain of cheese here, people. Don't be shy. Now slap that other slice of bread on top and get ready to grill. Again, low and slow is the name of the game. We want that cheese to melt, the BBQ sauce to caramelize slightly, and the bread to turn a beautiful golden brown. Once it's done, take a bite and let those smoky, cheesy, tangy flavors blow your mind. Chapter 4: Spinach and Artichoke Grilled Cheese, a Vegetarian Delight. This chapter is dedicated to all the veggie lovers out there who crave something deliciously different. Fourth on the list is the spinach and artichoke grilled cheese. This isn't just any grilled cheese, it's a gourmet twist on a classic comfort food. Creamy, cheesy, and packed with flavor, this one's for the veggie lovers. Imagine biting into a sandwich where every mouthful is a burst of rich, savory goodness. We're taking two classic ingredients, spinach and artichoke, and transforming them into a molten masterpiece. These ingredients are not just healthy, but also incredibly tasty when combined. Now, I know what you're thinking, spinach and artichoke in a grilled cheese. It might sound unconventional, but trust me, it's a revelation. Trust me on this one, folks. The first bite will make you a believer. The combination of creamy artichoke hearts, earthy spinach, and melted cheese is an absolute game changer. It's a harmony of textures and flavors that will leave you craving more. For this recipe, we're going to start by sautéing some garlic in olive oil until it's fragrant. The garlic adds a wonderful depth of flavor that complements the spinach and artichoke perfectly. Then we're going to add in our chopped spinach and artichoke hearts and cook them until they're heated through. This step ensures that the flavors meld together beautifully. Now here's the secret weapon, cream cheese. This ingredient is what takes the filling to the next level. We're going to add a few dollops of cream cheese to the spinach and artichoke mixture and stir it until it's melted and creamy. The cream cheese adds a luxurious texture and a slight tang that balances the other flavors. This is going to add a wonderful richness and tanginess to the filling. It's the secret to making this grilled cheese truly unforgettable. Once the filling is ready, it's time to assemble our grilled cheese. This is where the magic happens. Spread some butter on 2 slices of bread and then layer on the spinach and artichoke mixture. The butter helps to create that perfect golden crust. Top it off with a generous amount of mozzarella cheese because you can never have too much cheese. The mozzarella adds that gooey, stretchy quality that makes every bite so satisfying. Grill it over low heat until the bread is golden brown and the cheese is melted and bubbly. Patience is key here to ensure everything is perfectly cooked. Take a bite and prepare to be amazed by the symphony of flavors. Each bite is a delightful blend of creamy, cheesy, and savory notes that will make this sandwich a new favorite in your recipe collection. Chapter 5: Apple and Brie Grilled Cheese, Sweet, Savory, and Simply Divine. Last but not least, the apple and brie grilled cheese, sweet, savory, and perfect for a gourmet touch. This sandwich is not just a meal, it's an experience. Imagine biting into a crispy golden brown crust, only to be met with the creamy, melty goodness of brie cheese and the sweet, juicy burst of apple. It's a symphony of flavors that will leave your taste buds dancing. Get ready for a flavor combination that will rock your world. This isn't your average grilled cheese. It's a sophisticated twist on a classic favorite. Perfect for impressing guests or treating yourself to something special. We're talking about the creamy richness of brie cheese, the sweet tartness of apples, and the crunchy bite of toasted walnuts, all coming together in perfect harmony. Each ingredient plays a crucial role, creating a balance that is both indulgent and refreshing. For this recipe, we're using a crusty baguette, sliced about an inch thick. The bread is the foundation of our sandwich, providing the perfect texture to hold all the delicious fillings without getting soggy. We want a bread that can stand up to the bold flavors of the brie and apple. The crusty exterior and soft interior of the baguette make it the ideal choice. Slice your brie cheese nice and thin so it melts evenly, and then slice your apple into thin wedges. The key is to ensure that each bite has a perfect ratio of cheese to apple. Now here's the secret to taking this grilled cheese to the next level: caramelized onions. These onions add a depth of flavor that is both sweet and savory, enhancing the overall taste of the sandwich. Thinly slice an onion and caramelize it slowly over low heat until it's golden brown and caramelized. This process takes time, but the result is worth it. The onions become soft, sweet, and full of flavor. The sweetness of the caramelized onions will complement the apple and brie beautifully. It's this combination that makes the sandwich truly special. To assemble the grilled cheese, spread some butter on one side of each slice of baguette. The butter will help the bread toast to a perfect golden brown. On one slice, layer the brie cheese, followed by the apple slices, caramelized onions, and a sprinkle of chopped walnuts. The walnuts add a delightful crunch and a nutty flavor that ties everything together. Top it off with the other slice of bread, butter side up. This ensures that both sides of the sandwich get that beautiful, crispy texture. Grill the sandwich over low heat, pressing down gently with a spatula until the bread is golden brown and the cheese is melted and gooey. Patience is key here. You want the cheese to melt slowly and evenly. Cut the sandwich in half and serve it immediately. The sight of the melted brie oozing out, combined with the aroma of the toasted bread and caramelized onions, is simply irresistible. The combination of sweet, savory, and crunchy textures will have you wondering why you haven't tried this before. It's a delightful twist on a classic that will leave you craving more. Enjoy every bite of this gourmet masterpiece. Thanks for joining me on this grilled cheese adventure. We've explored the classics and pushed the boundaries of what a grilled cheese can be. Remember, the key to a perfect grilled cheese is using high-quality ingredients, cooking it low and slow, and most importantly, putting your own spin on it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you next time.